Welcome to Take It from the Iron Woman. My name is Susanne Müller, your host and the Iron Woman. This podcast is about empowering yourself and others to make real changes in the world. You will hear from everyday, smart, sophisticated, hip people like you and me. Not everybody has to be an Iron Woman to impress the world. Together, we will learn from the sports and business leaders how you can become a more successful person as an entrepreneur or a leader. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. Take your steps now. Take your big steps now. Join me on this journey to success. Take it from the Iron Woman. We only have special guests, and today is a real honor to go and talk to Caroline Lenher. We met on a LinkedIn post, and I saw she was describing coaching for causes. And I was like, oh, this sounds really cool. I want to be part of this. And then it was too late to participate in 2025. But now in 2026, I am one of the coaches to help her out with coaching for causes. But Caroline, give us an intro on what is that coaching for causes? And then we dig in a little deeper.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. And I am so thrilled to have you with us this year. We are all cause related. So we are coaches donating our coaching hours to benefit causes near and dear to our hearts. So in a nutshell, all of my coaches come in with one or two causes, and then they will donate one coaching hour to somebody that donates $75 or more to one of our many causes.
I have to say, I committed to donate to World Central Kitchen. And the other cause is Doctor Without Borders, because I used to work for the Swiss mission to the United Nations. Obviously, the SDGs are very dear to my heart. This is what I'm fascinated. And I saw the documentary of Chef André, so World Central Kitchen. The listeners, please come and join and book those sessions. But how did it all come about?
Definitely, yes. And please do come and join. So it actually started when I started coaching, and it was just going to be me donating a coaching hour for a donation to my causes. And then as I spoke to a few other coaches, they got very excited about it and wanted to do the same. So from that, I realized Coaching for Causes was a great name and umbrella for all of us to showcase the coaching that we do, as well as highlight the causes that are very important to us. And those causes range from everything from science research to cancer research to environmental to community causes, as well as LGBTQ. So we span many different areas to support our world and our communities.
And you mentioned you have 22 causes this year.
Yeah.
So this is amazing. And I'm sure we can add more because there's so many great causes. How did you start out with what cause and why is it so dear to your heart?
I actually started with two causes, but the first and my primary cause will always be the American Brain Tumor Association. My father was a long-term primary brain tumor and brain cancer survivor. So he was diagnosed with GBM in 2006. We were very blessed. We had him for 13 years, but through the course of our journey, the more work that I did with the American Brain Tumor Association, I realized that is actually not the norm. And for most, it is and can be a very devastating disease to both the patient and the caregiver. So I have been donating time for many years to support them and wanted to be able to support through monetary donations with Coaching for Causes. So that will always be my primary in honor of and in memory of my dad and in support of so many people. And we just need to do better for that community, finding a cure rather, and just better treatments overall. So that's my primary. My second is Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Los Angeles. I am a very proud big to an incredible young woman now, hard to believe, but we've been matched now for 5 years. And so Big Brothers, Big Sisters is all about mentorship in the community and supporting at-risk youth. Another cause very important to me.
You can have such a huge impact on, let's say, Big Brother, Big Sister. And 5 years is a long time when you look at a young child and how they grow and how they blossom.
And my little is 5'10" now and about to graduate high school next year. It's been an incredible journey and she's an incredible young woman.
Oh, I'm sure because of you, because you are the role model for her.
and a great community around her. It takes a village, as they say, and she has an incredible mom and an incredible support system. And I am very blessed to be one of those
Mm,
tools. So I
yeah.
feel very lucky.
Yeah. And it's also, in a way, for us as coaches, we can give back. Obviously, we always give back when we do coaching, right? We want to make sure that the people better themselves or they fulfill their dreams, they're successful in their cause or in their path. But if you can mentor somebody, I think it's even more special.
Yeah. The empowering side of the coaching work that we do,
Mhm.
which is such an incredible nuance of being able to help somebody find their own path and being able to be that. I always say it's the guide by your side. So to be able to do that in the work that we do, but then also take that into the world and help somebody find what is passion for them or what is meaningful
Mhm.
or how to work through the challenges that we face every day, and helping them
Mm.
just a little bit is very meaningful.
And you say a little bit, I think you make a huge impact on others and it pays forward. And it's just amazing what one session can do for another person.
Thank you for saying that too. Yeah, I can't emphasize enough that the
Mhm.
impact of literally one set. I know many of our work is with people over time and over many sessions, but the sessions that I've done with Coaching for Causes have really been those one
Mhm.
off sessions. And the feedback I get afterwards from the people I worked with is they can't believe how much they're able to do in a short period of time. And even just unlocking a few little things,
Mhm.
how that opens up so
Mhm.
much for them. So it's pretty incredible to talk to people
Mhm.
even weeks or months after that time
Mhm.
spent.
Wondering, so when I think of my role as the World Central Kitchen, do you think that we would also talk about the cause and why I got involved in the cause? How will that manifest when I'm donating my time for the World Central Kitchen?
Yes, I would love to hear more even on this conversation, because I think it's important for your audience as well, because you do have such incredible ties with all of your causes. And then we also showcase them on the website, not only in the cause, but we have a section in our About section to talk about what the cause is and why our coach is connected to them. For example, one of our coaches is actually my cousin, and she's a grief coach, and
Mm.
her granddaughter has gone through cancer, or leukemia rather, at a very young age. She was diagnosed before she was 2 and
Oh.
completed her journey and went through the Make-A-Wish program. They just did their wish trip a few months ago. We have that story, and then we'll be able to showcase those in social media as well. We'll start to create posts in the coming weeks for all of our coaches and their
Yeah.
causes.
Yeah, I'm really excited and I can share. So the World Central Kitchen, when you look at the SDGs, there should be no hunger for anybody. So nobody should go hungry. And when you look at the world today, I saw the statistic they have served 100,000 meals in Gaza. And when you think how dire the situation is, there is, and they don't have much supply that's coming in, and what they do, what they can, I think that's why I can do much more because I don't have to go hungry every single night. This is why I want to support that cause. And I hope that many listeners will support the cause, but also support your coaching for causes, any cause that people are interested, from animals to LGBTQ and science. I heard once that somebody said, this is our duty because we're the privileged people to pay it forward. And I fully agree with that, that we have a roof over our house, our heads, and we have running water. And that's really why we have to give back.
100%. And monetarily, yes, donations, incredible. And then there's also all the volunteer work you do. I know you donate your time a great deal to support others. And again, in things like Coaching for Causes, just being able to donate our time for something that we love and we know supports individuals already, and then being able to raise money, to your point, for causes that do need that support. And especially now, when we look at, especially with medical research, there's been a lot of funding cuts over the
Mhm.
last year. And talking about World Central Kitchen and what they do globally, and you and I were talking a little bit earlier, they were a huge support to the Los Angeles community during our wildfires last year. So supporting them globally has been, or has had, huge impact
Mm.
for many. And I agree with you, it's so important. And when I look at some of these underserved causes that really do require funding, and brain tumor research is one of the least funded cancer organizations historically, and that's now been cut even more. So I agree with you. If we have the means, we have the opportunity, whether it's money or time, I agree it is our responsibility to support and just make the world a better place if we can do it.
I think so. And it's very sad to see the science needs to be lifted up and more research needs to be done in order to help others. So then people can also be much healthier and stronger. And this contributes to flourishing of a country or of the whole world in a way. Yeah. Wow.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. And the ancillary services that come around it. So being able to support the research, being able to support the mentoring groups, the family support. Treatment is expensive. So there's also financial, there's so many elements, especially in the world of research and medical research and cancer research. So that could be a whole podcast on its own.
I know we have many more things to talk about. But when I look at your background, you always were helping people. So you come from advertising and communication. Isn't that always like you're looking out for others? How does that tie into your biography?
Oh, I love that. It was a really interesting journey. I actually fell into marketing and advertising very early in my career and very happily and started with arts and entertainment. So was doing marketing and advertising for Broadway musicals specifically, as well as plays and so there's this great element of being able to support the arts and educate about the arts and lift that up. And when I left theater marketing, I went into social change marketing because tying into everything we're talking about, I was like, okay, so I have all these skills, but I want to be shifting that to really, again, support communities and went into a communications agency that did social cause. We worked with the government on a lot of different causes, such as the anti-obesity initiatives, anti-smoking, anti-vaping, a number of really impactful campaigns. So it's always been something that's been near and dear to my heart to be able to, again, just support, educate, lift up. And so there's been that through line in everything.
Yeah.
And then starting my own company, as I think I mentioned, when I started it in 2017, that was a big reason for it. I wanted to have more time to be able to give back and volunteer.
Congratulations and also being grateful for the work you're doing because I know it's a lot of work to put the beautiful website up and then do the social media. So I hope a lot of people are chipping in. We have all the information in the show notes. Please donate. And it starts in the month of May. So month of May is the Mental Awareness Month. Please come and join us.
It is Mental Awareness Month. It's also Brain Tumor Awareness Month, which was how May was originally chosen. And International Coaching Week also happens in the month of May. So there's a lot of beautiful connections in there for timing in May.
We always learn something. Yeah. What you do, you give so much. How do you recharge your batteries?
I live in a beautiful place. First of all, I live very close to the Pacific Ocean out here in Santa Monica, California. So that is my haven of just going and taking in sunrise, sunset, hike the mountains as often as I can with my little rescue pup and really just friends and family has been my space and travel. Those are the ways that I recharge. But for my daily, it is definitely being near the ocean, being outside and being in the mountains.
Good luck. So it's coaching for causes, 22 causes. And I think you said we have 17 coaches this year. So listeners, make sure you can get the coaching from 17 coaches and support great causes.
When you go on the site now, you are able to go through and check out all of our coaches. We have coaches that are career coaches, professional development, leadership executive coaches. We have life and personal development coaches, wellness, grief. We have a lifestyle and home coach, as well as a nutrition coach this year. So many different disciplines. You can go meet all of our coaches on the site, decide who you would like to work with, pick your cause to donate to, and the instructions will be there for all the next steps to book a very empowering hour with one of our incredible coaches, of which Suzanne is one.
Oh, thank you so much. So thank you so much for having me as a coach, but also thank you for giving us the time to have you on the podcast today. Thank you so much, Caroline.
Thank you so much for having me and supporting us.
Thank you. Wow. What will you take away from this? Please sign up, Coaching for Causes. A lot of coaches are doing great work for many great causes. We heard it's 22 causes and 17 coaches. Take it from the Iron Woman. We have episodes every Monday. Come and join us. Come and learn with us. Come and learn from us. Ask questions. Be engaged with us in our journey as well as your journey. We also have a new initiative, Get Fit in 2026. We're less than 2 years away from LA 28, so now is the time to put the leadership running shoes on. It's not a fitness program, it's about leadership, upskilling your leadership skills. And Take It From the Iron Woman is also the book Global Business Coaching with Sports Parallels. Download it or get it in your local bookstore. And also you can subscribe to this podcast where you're listening to this podcast today. Thank you for your support. We'll see you next time and bye-bye.